back again with a B model fuel pump update. So had some success with the bleeding. The air pressure regulator on the tank on the other side did a good job, brought fuel through. So I brought it down here into the lift pump. Had a really good stream of fuel coming out of there. So I locked that fitting up there, tightened it up, and then I just cracked this fitting up here because it just goes from the other side of the lift pump into the injector pump itself. And just undid that fitting there, got what little bit of air was left out of there and tightened it back up, locked it up with a spanner, and then was able to use the lift pump to build up pressure to try to build up pressure inside the injector pump. However, we did run into a little bit of trouble with this check valve here. It wasn't allowing the hand primer pump to build up any pressure. This is what regulates your fuel pressure inside the body of the injector pump. So without proper pressure inside here, you'll never get fuel out of these outlet spouts to go over to the injector on the other side of the engine. So you've got to have pressure out of there. So I pulled that valve apart and the seat was damaged in it. That's what the valve looks like there. So this is the one off the truck. That one there I just got off another engine, off another old 6-cylinder I had lying around, and pulled it apart and looked at it, and the valve and seat looked pretty good in it. It just looks like a needle and seat in a carby, but a bit bigger. So I was able to put it in there, build it up, and straight away it built up pressure on the hand primer pump. So I've locked it up here, I've locked it up there. There are your two returns, and I'm just going to leave it that way until morning just to see if it holds any sort of pressure in there. So a little bit painstaking, but that's, I guess you can't be too impatient when you're working on old stuff like this, and you just have to try and work through the basics, and sometimes that can be a little bit painful, but yeah, if you just keep the end goal in mind and just work your way through each part of it, then you should eventually get a result. So that's all for today, and tomorrow I want to set the valve clearances and reseal the rocker covers and the jake housings. As you can see there, the top intake pipe is torn, so I've got to find a new piece of hose for that, make one, find one, both, and tidy up the top end, and we'll nearly be right for a start-up. So anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with more videos and updates, and we'll let you know how we go.